Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Andre. I made this video to complete final exam. Speaking for formal setting, and my lecturer is Ma'am Elmiwati. Today I will speak about estimating population. A population estimate is a calculation of the size of the population for a year between census periods or for the current year. There are two types of estimation technique: inter-census and post-census. Inter-census estimation is for a date between two census taking and usually takes the results of the two census into account. The first, a post-census estimation is typically conducted for the current years. Estimate involves the use of the data that are based on the following information: component of population change, including migrant, fertility, and mortality; census result, information that reflect a change in population size, such as the number of housing unit, postal or mailing address, registered voter, and school enrollment, and user of method, water, and other utilities. An estimate is the calculation of the size of distribution of population or another characteristic of the population for the present or past, while a projection describes this characteristic in the future. Population estimates can describe the total population size as well as demographic characteristics such as age, gender, or education level. Population estimates depend on the demographic component of change. Mortality, fertility, and migration. Estimates of mortality, fertility, and migration are derived from data available from census, survey, registration system, and other administrative records. Characteristics such as the population mean, the population variance, and the population proportion are correct parameters of the population. Characteristics of the sample such as the sample mean, the sample variance, and the sample proportion are correct sample statistics. There are two types of estimate: point and interval. A point estimate is the value of the sample statistic that is used as a single estimate for the population parameter. No statement are made about the quality or precision of the point estimate. Statisticians prefer interval estimate because interval estimates are accompanied by a statement concerning the degree of the confidence that the interval contains the population parameter being estimated. Interval estimate of population parameters are correct confidence intervals. Based on the mobility of the population, population estimation is divided into two categories: static population estimation and dynamic population estimation. The core idea of dynamic population estimation is due to human mobility data to estimate the fine-scale dynamic population distribution. Existing data sources used for dynamic population estimation research include mobile phone signaling data, social media big data, subway code data, and the others. Considering the dynamic changes of the human population is important when designing traffic assignment plan, evacuation procedures, and shelter location. The static population is the permanent population of the certain area, different from the variability of the dynamic population. Static population has certain stability. Static population estimation is helpful to regional energy resource allocation, urban planning, social governance, and environmental protection. The effect of overpopulation is null people means an increased demand for food, water, housing, energy, healthcare, transportation, and more, and all the consumption contribute to ecological degradation, increased conflict, and a higher risk of a large-scale disaster like pandemic. Our planet can produce only a limited amount of water and food. Thus, overpopulation causes environmental damage including deforestation, pollution, and others. Similarly, there is the degradation of the environment, which happens because of the abuse of resources like coal, oil, natural gas, and more. Estimate population should indicate that it is difficult, especially in wartime, for the central government to provide data which will meet all local needs. Local needs are varied and frequently urgent. The Vital Record Commission, after discussing the potential usefulness of the national registration, sent to the federal government, observed that it would be even greater value at the local level than for the nation as a whole. Undoubtedly, a system of continuous population registration would provide a local community with more educated current information about its population that could be obtained by any other means. While it has been determined and unfeasible to undertake a nationwide registration under present conditions, perhaps the registration officials of some unusually self-conscious and civic-minded communities might try to enlist the support of other local officials for some experiment along this line if the obstacles to establishing a local register are overwhelming. It may be responsible at least to develop other procedures to obtain periodically better indication that now exist of local population changes. I think it is enough for me. Thank you so much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.